Ooh, it's 1919 right now, y'all. Hey, hola. Returning a new subscribers. Yes, baby. Hey, y'all. This is your goddess, Empress, High Priestess, Alvala Pantera, straight from Untitled. She know the vibes. Come through, come through, come through. We here. So that last live, that's spelt literally specific. Okay. So I had to make that one what it was. Now we're here with the collective, whoever you are. And if that reading resonates with you, baby, I get it. I get it. This journey when you realize who you are cosmically is man that fell to the earth. You see that moment that he had where he needed to take in all that water so much so that he put a hose down his whole damn throat. Like is one of those dumb moments where you're like, what is familiar to me from where I came from? Give me that immediately. Now, okay. For some, as I'm saying that, there's a toxic habit that you have that is not the same, but you thought it was because it gave you comfort. Oh, listen, that full moon in Pisces, ever since then, these readings been getting real, like on some step into my office type of shit. But hi, my beautiful goddess, my vida. What up, baby? But yeah. So yeah, 144 on the timer as I just looked at it. So this one is going to be collective. I don't know. The title may change as we go along, and I may have to cut it the same way I did the last one. That's what we're doing here. So let's see what your energy is talking about, collective. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, I connect my heart and soul to thee always. You already know it's me. I connect my heart and soul to my angels, spirit guides, ancestors. I connect my heart and soul to the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you, and I collect it to use our minds, eyes to see always, and connected to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Let's do this. Let's do this. So yeah. I tell you, once I get to working and I get serious about it, y'all, but you look, peep game with these shoulders now. Okay, this is an example of the 10 of Wands right here, because I got that in my chart. I got the 10 of Wands in my chart as far as a card is concerned. So I'm one who tends to take on a lot of burdens that ain't mine. So this is why I express myself the way I do to let y'all know, like, nah, you don't have to. That's your power, though. It's everything that you're holding on to. The solution to that is your power. Put the energy for the collective at this moment. This storm warning came out in reverse, so this feels like the warning. The storm is already here. The storm is already here. Well, not all the cards are not in reverse, but that's wild. Because these two cards came out in the last live, but they're in reverse here. Some of you could be going through some form of resistance that's actually strengthening you. That's your message right now. This could have something to do with deceit. Keep yourself out the gossip. While Mercury is in retrograde until the second week of December, keep your ass out of gossip. I'm going to tell your ass right now, keep yourself out of gossip. Keep yourself out of gossip, because that's the storm that's here. This rhythm mixed up. Shit. Look at this. It's a new beginning, because this is 10, but in reverse it's a 1. So there's something here that's actually showing you the magician that you are. And I said 10 of Wands for a reason, because after the 10 of Wands is the Ace of Wands. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Pay attention. Nothing is a coincidence right now. Doesn't matter when you watch this. This don't even have to be during a retrograde season. Doesn't matter. Pay attention, because whenever you tap into this, especially if it's now during the live, this could be happening now. This could be happening to somebody around you, and they could be projecting this onto you. Just be mindful of that too. Putting you to a space of appreciation, gratitude. That's power right there. That connects you to that. When I say power, that's love. People really underestimate the power of love, boy. Why do you think people get so envious of people when they're in a certain partnership? I mean, come on now. He ain't say that, but it sounded like he said 9 of Cups. Look, as I said what I said, it sounded like he said 9 of Cups. Jupiter and Pisces is cleaning up all of that energy that you may be connected to from past situations when it comes to jealousy and envy and partnerships. So whoever is hearing this right now, from what I just said, you could be reconciling with somebody from the past because of all of this energy is being removed. That's not for everybody, obviously. I don't want them to be all prissy about the music, but yeah, I already know when I start jamming, I'm jamming. Zessa rhythm mix. Look at this. Okay, so the person that could be coming for you right now could be a family member, because it's the most vulnerable. Whatever is coming towards you, or whatever is presented in front of you at this moment, and you're listening to this message, it got something to do with the family member, or this could be in altity. Dr. B mentioned that. Dr. B serious. He was like an altity, something external to you that's connected to something inside of you in terms of your hidden treasures from a past life. When I say Dr. B, the word altity, but everything I said after that, no. Now, so when it comes to this altity that's connected to your entity, come to Dr. B. Listen, when it comes to that altity connected to your entity, this has something to do with your hidden treasure. Your hidden treasure is connected to a primordial state of yourself. And now that primordial state, or that hidden treasure, is also connected to a space in you that you allow yourself to be vulnerable enough. And being vulnerable means that you open yourself up to possibly being hurt emotionally. But you're here right now in this lifetime. When it comes to that emotional wound, you're actually readdressing it at this very moment that you're listening to this message. The thinking woman. The thinking woman, she has an opportunity to step away from her thoughts and get into her mind, her conscious mind and her subconscious mind, because the thoughts is actually something that everyone else around you is doing. Okay, so this is your opportunity right now to literally connect to your mind, your own mind. Mercury is retrograde. Boom. We got a man holding a coin here, coming up under the yin and the yang. 829. This could be a Virgo for some of you. You could be a Virgo. Or they could have Virgo as far as sun, moon, rising, Venus. Venus and Virgo. Okay, if you are with someone who has a Venus in Virgo, they may have a wall up because they've been through a lot of situations where they've been abused, either physically, mentally, spiritually. Venus and Virgo, that's big on that. Okay. Which is where Venus is now. Some of you are realizing where you, as an empath, what's coming back to you is for you to close out a cycle on people that you attract, because you tend to make them a project. You don't realize you're making it a project because these are people that you want to help. Your partner, your relationship is not supposed to be built off of that. Maybe the work that you do, yeah. Not maybe, but when it comes to, helping someone to shift from one perspective to another, that's more so your work. It's not going to be a divine counterpart. Some of you are breaking that, them brick layers off of you when it comes to that. It was 9:59 just now. Yo, these tunes right now, lit. Give me a second. Let me see. 444 is in the middle with 73. You could be born in the year of 1973, 1873, 1773, 1673. I gotta keep going, but 73 is significant, or July 3rd. And if this is someone on the other side, this is exactly who's here to help you throughout this storm. Someone born during the year of 73 or July 3rd. Yeah, to clear out your heart chakra. Purple and black is significant. Look at this. This entire deck is upright, but anxiety comes out in reverse. I love to see it. And you know what's, look at this. This is the first row. This is the entire first row. The storm, the happy family, the anxiety. This is the exact example of a delusion. Right here. So for some of you, you gotta be mindful of your thoughts, because what you're thinking of, it's gonna be shown to you in the present, and very quickly, because Mars is in Gemini. Gemini, ruled by Mercury. Mercury is speed, light speed. So that energy comes to you within a matter of seconds, even. Okay. That's why I say stay out the gossip. I love it, Sydney. Talk to me. I love it. I felt the energy the other day when the person from my past, whom I was attached to, asked if I could be their teacher, realized it was more like work than the other way around. You already know, Goddess. You know the vibes, baby. You know the vibes. You know how to reach me, too, so come through. Look at this. Everything you're experiencing right now got something. This is a foundation. Where we're at right now with anxiety in reverse, that's card number 1881. We have card here number 31. If you're not 31 yet, this could have been the door to Valley that could be opening up to you at the age of 31, but something you're doing now is opening it now. And for some of you who this was supposed to be open at 31, you're opening it now, because now you're connecting to your inner child. Something about the inner child. Mainly, it would always have something to do with the inner child. As long as your inner child still feels caved into a situation, you're going to be stuck in a lot of situations in life in terms of creativity and your imagination, really leading to your creativity. Look, see, journey. And then, woman holding a coin coming up, the man holding a coin. That's the yin and the yang. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on with it. Okay. They come from the same element, same planet, same ideals, same philosophy, independently themselves. But this is somebody you can have a spiritual, mental, physical type of life conversation, all that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fours in here. It could be a life path 422. What's this? A life path 7. Then you have life path 1, 6, 9. Definitely life path 6. So this is the year for it, the balance of it. Some of you are literally, you may not realize it, but your higher self is standing in front of the galactic council. Well, shit, I come straight from there. So if you tap, it was just 144. You tap into this video or any of my videos, you're at a point in your life where you're ready to do the uncomfortable. Because my messages is not for people to be comfortable. It's not. Like I'm really one of those beings that I'm good just with my cards. I don't need a human being around me because I know I don't lack it. There's nothing I need on this planet. Nothing I need. Not a thing. Okay? Nada. So welcome. Let's roll. Greetings, Fatima. Let's see what we got going on here. I really wish I could listen to the music though. Don't worry. I'm gonna have to do something with this energy so we can vibe out too. I see what's happening. So we got 510. Planetary overtone moon tones. Gematria 10, 20, 11, 56. You could be seeing this often. You are a chosen one. At this moment, you're being asked to examine the ancient creator. Your holy parents are speaking because it is finished. Yes, it is finished. And you're, wow, so much so that you're being given or gifted ancestral inheritance. You could have been born during the waxing crescent phase as well, which speaks of the ability to have the inner ability without having to activate it. You naturally have courage to move forward with faith. Like you can easily focus on something that you don't see and go after it. It's like an Aries energy too. You may have Aries highly aspected in your chart, like your top three: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mars too. So one moment, boo. Hold on, I'll be back. Give me a second. Got mad water that I've been drinking all day. These workouts is lit. Like, give me a second. Oh wait. Okay, baby. Okay. I'm back. All right. So the next thing you got here is thorough, through skillful, through skillful and godly wisdom is a house, a life, a home, a family built, and by understanding, which is personal, it is established on a sound and solid foundation. Release comparisons now. Ooh. Serket. She's the goddess, the Egyptian goddess with the scorpion on her head. Mind you, I just realized that there was this um what is this actually? It's an eyeshadow palette. Store bought. Ain't nothing major. You know what I'm saying? But peep game. Had this here for a minute. And it says what? Secret of Pharaoh. Eyeshadow palette. Like, and that's basically what we're talking about here. That's her on that thing. And I realized this other day when I was doing makeup, and I was like, oh shit. It's like, oh, okay. So, she's the goddess of the dead, fertility, nature, animals, medicine, magic, and healing, venomous stings and bites. Healing of venomous stings and bites, restoration from life to death, death to life. Well, there's that. Okay. She's the daughter of Neith, Mama Universe, basically, and the counterpart of Horus. And I was awakened this rising by a red tail hawk. Found that quite committing to me. I did 2023 just showed up on the timer. So under this we have okay. Y'all coming up in here again. White mirror energy, signal family, the signal that feels, well, yeah, there's a signal you're about to feel, but you're part of the family that feels. If you're connected to the signal family, meaning when it comes to your galactic signature, you are a blue knight, yellow star, red skywalker, or white mirror. Now, these are the solar seals. What would be in between would be more so the overtone. You could be an overtone of these, but what would be in between would be a moon tone. So in general, or completely speaking, as if we're including the moon tone, it would be a blue overtone night, or yellow overtone star, or red overtone skywalker, or white overtone mirror. But for this message in particular, this could resonate with you if you are a blue knight, or if you're in the zone of the dreamer, yellow star, or if you're in the zone of the artist. Now, if you are in the zone of the dreamer, there's something that you are, is a lesson, a major lesson you learn, a major karmic lesson you learn, that you're now able to solidify your foundation based off of that, because you, as a blue knight, you are a galactic karmic of Saturn. Now, when it comes to a yellow star, this is galactic karmic of Venus. Yeah, Venus, the zone of the artist. Something about Nas just came up. 2211 on the timer. Nas is a Virgo, though. Cancer rising, so they say. Now, yellow star, you would be in the zone of the artist, even if you're not a yellow star galactic signature. Some of you could be feeling like you're in the zone of the artist, meaning that you are the galactic karmic of Venus. So you are establishing new core values when it comes to, connecting with luxury, beauty, and what that truly means to you. Then you have the red skywalker, which would be the zone of the prophet, the solar prophetic of Mars. There are visions that you are having from lessons that you've learned. It's already been established, but now you are actually refining it. Something about refining it. And in the white mirror, you are yogi. You're in the zone of the yogi, solar prophetic of Neptune. So while Neptune is retrograde at this time, you could feel like you're going to be at a standstill when it comes to your visions, but not so much. 23. And what was 23 from yesterday? Because 23 came up and the cards he was pulling through, and the card was card of peace. 23 speaks of my father has gathered, but then it also speaks of karmic depth wise. Some of you are paying off the energy, like the prophecy in connection to Moses, because 23 is connected to one of the descendants of Korah, and Korah was a counterpart. I forgot the energy's name, but this is one who tried to literally try insult to doing, in terms of leading ahead of Moses. Okay. Because here's the thing, when it comes to Bible, this is what I'm saying. It's a metaphysical, esoteric book. Like there's so much shit that you can break down from that, in terms of even, a lot of the other spiritual things that you would do to get a clearer metaphysical, esoteric aspect of it. All right, hold on. Let me see something. Let me check. 2323 says new. Then you have North Node, South Node. Through suppression of limiting beliefs, one exercises the strength of attachment. So, what you could be, um, the path that you're on right now is realizing where love is detachment, not attachment. And then we have the judgment, Psalm 75. What's today? Tuesday? Just don't read it on a Wednesday. Then we got waxing crescent phase, courage moving forward, and faith. There's what we was talking about earlier. Let me just see what's coming through here. Let me look at 243 because I saw it a few times here. Welcome, mi amor. Welcome, babe. La Dios, I hear you. 243. Peaks of Tabor. Asnaf Tabor. Naphtali's border. All right, give me a sec. This is huge right here. Okay. Ears or peaks of Tabor, summits of Tabor. Now, peaks of Tabor speaks of a pair of hills on Naphtali's borders. A twofold realization of strength through the recognition that all strength is spiritual. When the material thought is removed from the strength faculty, it becomes more than doubled in the consciousness and the knowledge that is founded in spirit, God, and does not have its source or its sustaining power in the physical. There is, therefore, no limit to one's strength. Congratulations. Congratulations. Yes. Enoch, yes. Yes. Greetings, beloved. Just a little sense of you and what? I just read it because I was looking at so many different things. I love my Fatima. Greetings, y'all. Do y'all hear where y'all at right now, though? Did you hear that? Where you at right now? You're at a twofold realization of strength through the recognition that all strength is spiritual. When the material thought is removed from the strength faculty, it becomes more than double in the consciousness and the knowledge that it is founded in spirit, God, and does not have its source or its sustaining power in the physical. There is, therefore, no limit to one's strength. I kid you not. I kid you not. It's so much so that I got to turn this down. So those of you who know me, but when I actually started showing myself doing readings, I was still a track and field athlete. Okay, a hopeful for the Olympics and all of that, but a lot changed in that particular moment right there that I'm seeing. Because here's the thing about track and field, and I was telling an athlete about this the other day. Because there's this perception that you would have to have a certain number of races to get comfortable. And I said, pause right there. You would have to have a certain number of races in the physical in order to reach a certain level. And you're actually hearing where my injuries come from, because I wasn't processing things that way, but I had energies around me. And as a projector, I absorbed all of that. I'm not blaming nobody. That's definitely not what the fuck I'm doing. But if I decided from here to tomorrow that I want to step back on that oval, or I short enough can. Don't sleep. I sure enough can. Okay. Now, going back to what I was saying. I was telling an athlete about this the other day. I was like, see, that's the misconception about this sport that has been embedded in the minds of a lot of athletes, that you have to do this several times. Yeah, I get repetition, but then there's also this innate ability to do something. And I feel like when you have an innate ability to do something, not even just making it all about track, but if you have an innate ability to do something that's already there, you have to be mindful as to who it is that you're surrounding yourself by that doesn't have that innate ability, and they can make you go through these steps that you easily can quantum leap. See what I'm saying? So looking at that right now, and as I'm telling you, I'm like, 3113. It's like, oh, okay. Some of you could be asking yourself why you feel the need to isolate yourself more than usual. This is not everybody. Everybody's not going to have an issue to do that. But those of you who are, because you're a people pleaser, this is why. You have an innate ability to do something around those who literally would need your guidance, but you're moving as if you need the guidance when it's not something you're lacking, because to need is to lack. You're not lacking the guidance, not one bit. You have it within you. Yeah, you may want to hear certain things to confirm it within yourself, and where that's the human part of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But when we really truly tap into who we are, that God and Goddess energy, you can easily find the rhythm to say, all right, let me take a step back, okay, without subconsciously seeking approval, because being a people pleaser, you could subconsciously seek approval because you have to yet remove that program out of yourself, or that paradigm from yourself. And until you do so, that's going to show up as a form of disguise in so many different ways, where people will show it to you. And with this Mercury retrograde in Libra, you can see a lot of those people that are going to show you parts of yourself, not specifically the way you would move, but they're going to trigger a specific response within your emotions that make you say, well, there's something about that you used to have to. You know what I'm saying? So this is that moment where you actually get to be patient with yourself and others. You know what I'm saying? So some of you need to jump in the pool, jump in the beach or something. Need some water, a whole bunch of it. Just sit there. So let's see here. Ooh. E 23. Look at that. Isa, stand still. Time to turn inward. Wait for what is to come, but keep your mind on unity. The tree significant to this room is the alder tree. Then we have the rune of Lagos, which speaks of invisible forces at play, especially water. This speaks of the sea of unconscious flow, life. It's also something you can use here for cleansing the kidneys. It speaks of healing power or renewal. You could be wanting to get by a willow tree. You could be seeing a lot of willow trees. That's more than likely your cue to, turn your energy more so inward, especially while these planets are retrograde. And then we have Othila, genetic problems, healing genetic problems or anything inherited, aid in spiritual and physical journeys, womb of the goddess, increase and abundance. The tree is hawthorn. Then we have Sawilu and Awaz, which speaks of movement, 1724. I feel like some of you have a wine bottle in your crib right now, literally from 1724. There's only one type of patience. And patience ain't got nothing to do with right or wrong, boo. You know the vibes. Patience is what you do while you wait. It's what you do while you wait. It's what you do while you wait. As a matter of fact, 7:55 right now. Okay. So what time was it? Because I definitely took a picture of it, of that moment, that time frame. It was 16:38, 4:38. That would be 4:11 information. Okay, so I saw this lady with a big black dog. I said, Ashay. I said, okay, I see where we at. Mind you, I saw her on my way out and I saw her on my way coming in. There's literally a prayer like that. I saw her on my way out and saw her on my way coming back. And on my way coming back, the last thing I saw was a dead mouse. Oh, your ancestors are out here. You know what I'm saying? This is actually a good time to feed crows, black dogs, crows and black dogs. Yeah. So let me see what 1638 is saying, because I felt there's something in there. That's why I love when y'all say comments though. I ain't coming at y'all. They already know, because I already know how the spirits be moving. 1638 says to be crushed, be broken. Wow. To be crushed, to crush, break the teeth. Huh? He has broken my teeth with gravel. Yo, that sounds like somebody that got knocked out. Dog that chased me yesterday was a black dog. That's giving me Hecate's vibes. I got you, boo. Say less. Say less. I got you. Okay. See, this is what I was telling y'all yesterday. That especially if you consider yourself to be an Andromedan too, you definitely came through the portal of Antares, which is the place of the Galactic Council. Okay. So you're going to have some fierce energies around you. Distracting this shit out of you. I'm not going to say coming for you because that's too much power. They're designed to distract you. It's that they designed to distract you. I got you, boo. Say less. Got you, got it. It's 39:44 on the timer. My forehead itching too. Your eyes right now. This eye right here. This mind's eye. Ooh. Ooh, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna fish to your eyes. That's what y'all do too. Yeah. She said yes. As soon as I turned the music back up, she said yes. And the tune is actually finishing at that. You're about to be fast tracked into something you wanted to do. Let me go to the tarot. I ain't fucking with my subscribers. You're not doing it. I'm having them on. Excuse me. We ain't doing it. I erase your whole fucking memory. Fuck around with me. And without a soul, when I say go to hell, that's quite a trip for you. Don't want to take. So don't play over here. No, you play over here. Pulling the 5D into the 3D. We here. The Galactic Council is here. Don't play. When the wicked are in authority, this fell out this whole deck. Whatever. When the wicked are in authority, transgression increases, but the uncompromisingly righteous shall see the fall of the wicked. 29:16, 41:41 on the timer. I'm telling you, I ain't got time for it. When I say protective, some of you got golems designed specifically for you. Because 29:16 speaks of mud, clay, but those are golems. They're it's like a physical being of a voodoo doll type of thing. Misusing the energy for emotional insecurity. No. Not with this tribe over here. That's why I'm quick to block people out when it comes to like my IG or YouTube. I love using that block button. Don't play with me. There's a shift in your DNA happening. Again with the red dragon, white world bridger, blue monkey, yellow warrior. We have peace enters your life when you surrender. Then we have Bunjo, God energy. This is what I'm saying. You could be seeing 999 777 333 111 888 specifically. You could be a manifesting generator. You're being asked to forgive. It's not for others, it's for you. And you'll be spot on. You'll be right on your mission when you do so. 606, that's another number you could be seeing. Focus on your mission, not how you're going to do it. Focus on the mission. Don't worry about how. How is putting you in the space of others that would sit there to distract you. That's a distraction. Figure out how is your distraction. You could be a moon tone when it comes to your galactic signature of rhythmic. You're also a healer here. You could be a blue rhythmic hand or a red rhythmic dragon, white rhythmic world bridger, blue rhythmic monkey, yellow rhythmic warrior. This is definitely for you. Let me get some tarot cards. Let me see what the energy looks like for you. This way. Let me keep them all here. I ain't gonna use this one. Let me use this one. Let me get some fortune cards here. What are you telling me about the collective here? What does the collective need to know? What are you telling me about the collective that they must know? Not need to, but they must know. They don't need shit. What do you want them to know? What do you want them to know? Again? You hear the sirens? That could have been your past life too as a mermaid. You're connected to dolphins. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of creative abilities naturally. So you could experience a lot of heartbreak just for you to transmute that into creativity or art. That's all it is. Don't take it too personal. Tell me more about the marriage, though. $323, March 2023, March 23rd. This could also be connected to the Two of Wands. There's a marriage at a crossroads, or you have experienced a lot of relationships that put you at a crossroads, and your next one is going straight to a higher level of commitment. This could be your own perception of what the courthouse can be, because some of you are going to change your perception of marriage where you feel like you don't need to involve this type of third party into it. I'm just saying. Told you I ain't the fuck from here. Yeah. 32, 32, 33, 32, 33. If my thing is this right hand, Archangel Michael cutting cords. I'm a very high protector of women and children. That's what I am. So I'm nurturing when I know you're in a stable relationship. When you're not, I'm that one person. Your person is not gonna want me around you, because they can sense it. They might have saw me already coming into your life a long time ago. Okay, so this right here. What is this right here? You talk to him, source. What is this marriage and courthouse really for the collective right here? For the collective right here, what is this about? Community, building. This is a twin flame partnership. These are two souls that vibrate the same. You share the same star energy. You share the same star energy. 32, 39. You share the same star energy. You could have, yeah. You share the same star energy. You the left hand, they the right hand. Let me see. 32, 39. You rest. Someone hasn't awakened yet. Someone hasn't awakened yet. They're around you. You know them. This could be opportunities, but this feels like more so like a love situation. You could have received a message from somebody that's not even that person, but it definitely develops a concern regarding your past. Okay, so this can trigger your financial aspects in life. Let me see. Concern. Where's the concern? 33. What's 29? 29. You could be at a Saturn return too. You hear that saying where you would hear people say, "Oh, you're gonna marry a person that's like your father." You've gone through a spiritual journey to connect to your cosmic energy, because 29 speaks of Jehovah is my father. And all the trauma, when I was with my child's father, still, he would at least spy on who I was watching on YouTube, and it was you. Excuse me? Thank you for saying that. Uh-huh. I got you. Say less. I see why you were saying what you were saying before too. Official person. You know what? I was literally out. You know what? We'll chat. I'm not even gonna do that on here. We'll chat. Hmm. But I will say this though. Because coming from Antares, straight from Antares, that's the gate right after the gate of gods. Also connects to a high level of consciousness. And there are still beings out here pushing a different paradigm to make you think that the gate is somewhere else, type of vibes. Just to simplify what was really going on. There are energies wanting to direct you to a different gate. This is why I said, yeah. That twofold realization of strength through the recognition that all strength is spiritual. Some of you don't realize you're doing this physically. You realize you're doing it physically, man. You realize you're doing this physically when you connect to what you're looking for and what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the people who I'm supposed to be delivering these type of messages to. Because you can, if you've been following me if you have been subscribed, excuse the following, you're not following me, you're following your fucking self. But if you have been subscribed to this channel, you can notice how you'll see this wave of the vibration, of the messages. Depending on who it is that connects to my messages, I can tell when the vibration switches, where now I'm like, okay, we're ready to go. We're ready to put more messages out there. Because it's for specific beings, where when it comes to Capricorn and the endurance of going through certain situations and then gaining, as a Sag, I have a lot of Capricorn energy in my chart. It's almost out of this world. So I overstand patience on another level, especially when it comes to obstacles and challenges on a soul level. And when I say on a soul level, it's much more to the extent of a soul going through lifetimes. Not just, the last 5 years, last 7 years, I was going through this. No, this is like, if you have a child that is 6 months old right now, you're holding that 6-month-old child, they can hear me. This is what I'm talking about. Even if you're still, in that process before you're about to give birth, child can hear me. They know exactly who they are. Ain't no joke out here, man. This fell right straight towards the marriage card. A house. By springtime of next year, mind your business. 5520. That's your change. It's a house. You're moving house. That's still spelled the right way, love. You good. You good. There's a lot of threes out here. That whole first row got threes in it. The second row got 2 threes already in a 2. The first row got 3 threes, a 2 and a 9. The second row got 2 threes and a 2. At the bottom of the deck, we got mature. Let me see what else we got here. 55, 55 on the timer. Y'all pay attention to not just the messages, but the side shit I'm saying, man. Look at this. There go another 20. This is the 29. This is a 2 and a 9. So this is a 3, 3, 2, 2, 9. This could I'm not feeling this as far as like, okay, you see this mouse? That's the same size that I saw after I saw that big black dog. And it was a dead, wet mouse. I've been seeing a lot of dead ones lately. The door is closed, that's why. The door is closed. No more of this imprisonment energy from anything that's close to you. Or close to you as far as family, or close proximity in terms of the environment. Even on an auric, energetic field type of vibes. Now this row here has 32 and 99. I'm about to see what that is too. He rests. 32, 39 says he rests too. That's what I just looked at. How is that? What was that number? 32, 39. I looked that up. When did I look this up? Because this card just came out. Or did we do that? And I'm just like in and out. Because I'm really just like in and out. 115 right now. Oh God. Let me get one more row here. Oh, for any of you who are booking personal readings, just be patient. I'm gonna get to you when I'm supposed to. That's how I move with my personal readings, because I want to make sure I'm not in that warrior state before I do your readings too. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now, you do not want that energy in your personal reading. Okay, so I got you though. I got you. Usually 9 times out of 10, it ain't a 10 out of 10, but 9 times out of 10, if you request your personal reading, I'm gonna read for you. Unless I can really sense some other shit, get away from me. On some real, you can even unsubscribe at that point if you feel like it. Don't feel no ways, just leave. 34, occupation. So this is coming up under marriage and concern. That's a deep ass concern. 3, 3, 34, 3, 3, 3, and 4, and 34. Let me see what's the concern of 34. 34. Oh, okay. If you're 33, 33 is a rough section. I get it. If you're 33 and you feel like you're not gonna make it to 34, motherfucker, you gonna make it. I'm telling you right now, you gonna make it. It's rough though. On a spiritual path, 33 is It just went to 10000 just now. It's a major reset. There's a lot that you're shifting and changing. Okay, some of you who are past that too, you could still carry that fear from that age. Let it go. You're creating it at this point. You're phenomenal at creating it too. But let it go. Let's see, 34. 34. In want, needy, chiefly poor, needy person, subject to oppression and abuse, needing help, deliverance from trouble, especially delivered by God. Deliverance from trouble, especially delivered by God. Now, you. So this is somebody who is working for other people, but you're an entrepreneur. Your trauma, a lot of the trauma you're putting yourself into on top of what you inherited has a lot to do with you being an entrepreneur. They're not used to that. This is what I said. I think I said it in the last video, but you'll be the first to do something that everyone else in your bloodline hasn't done, that they would be aware of because they know someone to tell the story. You're that person telling that story. But more than advice outside in my experience than me. Aww. Hmm. And it's literally 2020 right now on the clock. You're definitely mending something. For some of you, this is a marriage. You're mending a marriage. So if you're mending a marriage, my loves, you have to have a conversation about what you want and what you need. Because what you need is the most important conversation you have to have. Because you want not so much. What you need is the issue that you're bringing into your marriage. Okay? So he said, like a genie. 1717, that will be 34. So yeah, you're receiving a gift that's going to help you put this together. What is this gift? What is this gift? What is the gift? A change. What's the change? Unexpected income. What surprise is this? They got something to do with family though. This could be an inheritance. 927. This inheritance you're already sitting on though, because 927 is Two of Swords, Moon and Libra. You can have a Moon and Libra. This is something you're sitting on. Or for some of you, there's an unexpected incoming change in your relationship or a new relationship that you're not expecting within, that time frame. Now I'm being nosy with this one card. What's the unexpected income changing this entire situation as a gift when it comes to the occupation? Your vision is changing to your ocular vision. Patience. High honor. So I saw this card earlier, and I remember what I told y'all yesterday, that in the past, people who were rebellious to colonialism were placed right in front of these. Right in front of it. Welcome, connected to being. Ashe, baby. Welcome, my love. 25, wealthy man. I feel like the moment some of you release, okay, this is an energy where you can't pinpoint where your trauma comes from because no one told you. And it's not that they don't want to tell you. Some actually don't really know. They don't know. And what you're looking for in terms of what you're asking is what you see in a dream state, but that's what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're seeing. That's your clarification as to what you're asking others. That's for some of you. For others of you, there's this, when it comes to where you're working at right now, you're receiving a lot of information as to who you are. You got to pay attention to, especially if you're in a position where you're not even looking to be at a higher level in that place because you're focused on something else when it comes to your own business, but they feel like that's what you're there to do. So you're treated in a different way. Even if that is not you, even if that's not your perception at this time in terms of you starting your own business, people can sense that already from you. You carry that energy. Energy can be destroyed nor created. It's just there. It's just transmuted. It's just transforming. Some of you carry an energy of a boss. So some of you can even have a boss that you're close to. You're not actually close to them. They're just making sure they know what your plans are, because that's their goal in life. Meanwhile, your goal is something different, even if you don't know that just yet, but your goal is something completely different. There's a wealthy man here at the bottom of the deck. This gives me a minimalist energy. So this means you're the type of person that's able to manifest without putting so much work into it. Like a Buddha. You could be a Taurus. Or ruled by Venus, Taurus, Libra. Or Earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Or you have a lot of placements either in the second house, seventh house. Seventh house, you got to be mindful of the partnerships that you have. That's going to be a very big lesson. And then you have the 10th house. Let me see this. Come here. See, if I do another roll, what's unexpected income is the high honor that you're about to receive. Some of you could be at whatever age you're at. You could have been expecting this at 25. Doesn't matter what age you're at now. You could be younger than 25 being able to tap into this video, because, yeah, you'll be able to after once you're 19. But I have to do messages for people who are in high school. That's how serious this is coming in. That's how serious this is. Because some of you in here knew a lot of this stuff about you, where you were able to make sense of it logically since you were 12, maybe even younger than that. But normally a 12-year-old will be in high school by that point, depending on their intelligence or what they know. And as they grow, they continue to gain wisdom about what they know. Because high school is 13 to 18, 13, 17, something like that. See that? This is the year. This is definitely the year of a lot of temptation, of a lot of mental imprisonment, even when it comes to those nearest to you, but it's all for you to cleanse. It's the path you want to be on. Back in young avatars, yeah, for real, like seriously. I have a niece and nephew. Same way. Like I get questions from people, from children that are younger than 12, that I will never hear from anybody my age ever, asking me about. So, what about Beetlejuice? What you know about Beetlejuice? I ain't talking about the movie either. Give me a second. I'm here, y'all. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay. Shell. Unexpected income, high honor, mature woman. You went through a serious lesson here. This imprisonment could have been physical, could have been mental. Pay attention to when you see 3322, 3233. Just that combination of 3, 2, or 23, 1, 11, 20. Pay attention to your thoughts at those moments because that's coming in big and it's coming up with the number 9 after it, which means there's an ending to a cycle, but you have to recognize it and shift it. Recognize it to shift it. Okay, let's get some tarot cards. One second. Where is right here? I'm gonna use the light series deck. Here we go. See, one thing about my lives, they're really long. Like I don't know what the fuck time is. I don't. Not in the sense of, the timing, the way most would see it. I don't know what that shit is. Art, different story. And the different story is what you see. Yeah. Current situation. The sun. Some of you literally been doing this, grounding yourself in the grass, stepping outdoors, getting in that sunlight. There's something you're manifesting from doing so. There could have been a moment where you were focused on doing that. This doesn't have to be recent. Shit, you could have did something significant 2019 and now it's coming to fruition now. Whatever this is, it had to go through that process from 19 to 22 on a physical plane. But in a spiritual sense, that was yesterday. What exactly? Calling your ships in. You could be an Aries, so you're calling in things that have to do with your I am. How powerful is that? Because you have this refinement when it comes to connecting to the God and Goddess that you are, which makes you an infinite creator or the reflection of the infinite creator. Okay. You have to drop the sorrow, pains, and regrets. This could be something that you're experiencing now. It feels like you're mourning something. You're mourning your old life. That's wild because the song I'm playing right now is literally saying that shit. Ay, calmecita, Basically, what he's saying is, Carmencita, little Carmen, why did you leave me? Okay, so this could be the wounded version of your inner child that has a very strong hold on you. And I feel like that's the generational curse. When the inner child is wounded, that's what holds on to you. Because the inner child is supposed to be radiant, vibrant, just doing whatever it wants to do, imagining everything. This is what I'm saying. Like, before people have children, or before they sit here and feel like their child, because they're 3, 2, and they're not paying bills, or they're not doing this, that they don't have a reason to feel the anger that they feel. You don't know what type of soul they carry, what type of energy they're carrying from your past life that you handle. You see? 1935 could be significant too. Sin la mujer que tanto Death card, sideways. It's a challenge of this transformation, challenge of this ending, challenge of this change. Why is this a challenge? I'm going to get a different deck and clarify that for you. We got Page of Swords. Ooh, wow. Whoa. Okay. Give me a second. Either somebody don't want me to tell you this message, or this is what your own soul is just like, this is what the fuck I've been telling you. For some, this is what the fuck I've been telling you. Drop it. Judgment call. Let me see what this is. That shit is. Boy. Okay. Wow. Some of you, Queen of Wands. Be mindful of an Aries that you have surrounding you. They like to chat too much. So, because it's in reverse. That's why I said that. Okay. Then you have Three of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Wands, I picked it up upright. But the Wheel of Fortune, divine intervention to help you with whatever it is that you're juggling when it comes to a third-party situation, especially if it has to do with the work. This feels like a coworker. But this is a coworker that you have to learn this lesson through, because you didn't fully learn it through the conditions that you were raised in. So this is why that death card is on. It's sideways. You could be a Scorpio too. Scorpio with a moon in Aries. Scorpio with a moon in Aries. Scorpio is easier for me to say Scorpio with a rising in Aries. As a matter of fact, let me see what that looks like though. Your focus, when you focus, is so personal that it creates imbalanced relationships. That's why it took you a little bit longer to answer your calling. Queen of Wands, Aries energy would be Queen of Swords, polar opposite, Aries, Libra. Let's see what this is talking about. There's a lot of Aries energy here. Aries to Libra. This seems like a balance. You could have this anywhere in your chart, but this is what needs to be balanced out between the Aries and Libra aspect. Libra would be the spiritual. Aries would be the physical. Libra has to do with balance and partnerships. Aries is you, yourself, what you want to do based on your temperament, what brings you vitality, your life force. Also, the blood is significant to Aries too. Life force. What's the death card here? What's the death card here for the collective? Capricorn energy. This could be a father figure or anyone in authority, or that you feel that's an authority of you. What about this energy and authority of you? They're basically telling you here, in order for this transformation to be completed, there's a period where you do have to step away. To call your ships in, King of Pentacles is here at the bottom of the deck. You could be meeting someone that changes your entire life when you do step away. So it's like going out of your comfort zone into an uncomfortable zone. And this uncomfortable zone, it shows you exactly what it is that you were building on being comfortable. And it allows you to quantum leap. So this is part of where answering your calling in terms of your focus and how it becomes delayed, or you start to absorb these distractions. What it'll make you do is make you comfortable in a comfortable situation to the point where you'll never be uncomfortable enough to switch. Knight of Swords, sleepless nights, King of Wands, of transforming, stepping into your role of leadership, trusting what your intuition is guiding you to do, trusting what your instincts are telling you to do. Some of you are focused on money, and you're making your focus on money become the root of all evil. Because money is a currency. You got the Nine of Cups here. So Jupiter and Pisces, Jupiter is in retrograde right now in the sign of Aries, going into the sign of Pisces again, 10/28, closer to the Day of the Dead, which is now going to help your ancestors come in and do the work that they're going to do to remove situations or remove you out of situations so you can move forward when Jupiter goes back direct into the sign of Aries, which is expansion based on who you are. Bow. Yeah. Strength card. Some of you specifically, this is a Leo energy, or somebody born during the summer months as an ancestor that's actually helping you with this. Some of you were questioning that. As, are you the person that's helping me? Yeah, they're the one that's helping me. Let's go. Yeah, healing is here. See that rune right there? That's the one that speaks of fertility, your bloodline, healing the bloodline. Patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself. You're here to do this. You're the one that's here to do it. They're with you, though. They're with you, though. There goes the Page of Swords again. You more than likely been realizing this, and you've been gaining your voice back the last 2 years, as well as your ability to be telepathic. You're probably somebody that has had a lot of information come through to your dreams, and you brush it to the side, but that's your actual real world. Tú no tienes la culpa. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups when it comes to your work. So you'll be experiencing a lot of unconditional love when it comes to work that you do. At least that's where you're supposed to be right now. That's where your ass supposed to be right now, because it's 8:44, and you gonna have to make a serious judgment call here. Mm-hmm. And some of you, this is uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. 8:44. Let's look a little bit more into this. Being the Prince of God. Ashriel. 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 A unifying thought and consciousness, joining of God, man's awakening to the truth that there can be no real understanding, whether intellectual or otherwise, apart from God itself. When man consciously unifies his understanding faculty with divine mind, the one source of all intelligence, he enters into a realization of oneness with spirit, your purpose. Also realizing the vastness and sureness of divine promises to you or the divine operation within you. I'll say that again. So this energy that just came through with the number 8:44, as you heard that honk, okay? That honk is telling you right now, you're at a moment of a unifying thought and consciousness with the joining of God. You're awakening to the truth that there can be no real understanding with another outside of you, whether intellectual or otherwise, apart from God, that which is within you, the I am that I am. And when you consciously unify this understanding faculty with divine mind, the one source of all intelligence, you enter into a realization of oneness with spirit, your purpose. Also realizing the vastness and sureness of divine promises to you or the divine operation within you. Where we at? 120. I'm going to have to listen to that moment there because yo, that's my song. Wait for You. That's my song. That's my. Every time I hear that song, something pivotal happens when I'm doing like messages when I'm not on live. Yeah, I say. So that's why I say you're not here to be understood by nobody but you, yo. Nobody but you. Where this is coming at? In First Chronicles 7:14, this could be speaking of this the descendants of different bloodlines and families. Let me just double check. Now 7:14 also connects to if you have a moon in Cancer. If you have a moon in Cancer, give me one. Are you shitting me right now? Excuse me. By his Aramean concubine, Manasseh had two sons, Azriel, which we're looking at here, and Machir, or Machir. Now, if you have a moon in Cancer, or that energy of the moon in Cancer, so this would be Having a Cancerian placement in your chart between 20-29 degrees. There's something about your prophecy in there. Judgment card. That was 10 of Wands, by the way, peeking at the top here. First Chronicles. Descendants of Manasseh. They're not looking. Manasseh is who? Who are you? Cubans. Descendants of Naphtali are Argentinian and Chileans. Cuba. When is Celia Cruz's birthday? Give me a second. October 21st, 1925. And that should come up yesterday. 1925, 1952. October 21st, 1925, which will put her at that Four of Swords energy. All right, let's keep going. Because no gap, her husband looks like my grandfather. Exactly like my grandfather. The only difference is that her husband has a round head. They look exactly alike. No. 15 degrees of Cancer would be the second deacon. That would be Mercury in Cancer. That's the Three of Cups energy. Mercury in Cancer. So, first, second, third deacon. If you're using 1 to 30, then it would be 1 to 10 first deacon, 11 to 19. You know the numbers. 1 to 10 first deacon, 11 to 19 second deacon, 20 to 30 third deacon, 0 to 29, 0 to 9 first deacon. Second deacon would be 10 to 19. Third deacon would be 20 to 29. About Chile, that would be Naphtali. So Naphtali speaks of the following. I got you. Hold on. Naphtali refers to the strength center in man, a being. This center is located in the region of the kidneys, whose office is to eliminate certain watery elements from the blood. Naphtali. So that's what that dream was coming through with Chile. Let's see what else we got here. The King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Also could be Cancer, Pisces. I didn't even tell y'all what the other card was. It's the World card. But the fact that that came out and I wasn't even paying attention, I could pay attention to that because I was answering your questions. This speaks of Cancer, Capricorn, the way this is coming in now. So this would be Capricorn, and I'm going to give this water energy to Cancerian vibes. Moon. We was talking about the moon in Cancer, right? Okay. So fourth house Cancerian energy ruled by the moon has a lot to do with your ancestors. Capricorn energy ruled by Saturn, 10th house, has a lot to do with your achievements in the outside world, but also completing the cycle of all of your lifetimes when it comes to a lot of the ancestral gifts that you were given. So you had to end a lot of things here based on your life force or based on what wasn't being able to move forward, what wasn't able to move forward when it came to past situations that's connected to you still. This is again the energy of what you can't put your finger onto. Some of you are looking too deep into a situation and you're going too far. You're getting too deep into a rabbit hole. And what you're looking for is more surface based. It's like you overlooked what was simple. You're overlooking what's simple. Then we got the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. All you gotta do is get out of these self-sabotaging thoughts. Some of you could have a lot of strong ninth house placements here. You have a strong sense of smell. So you have to start looking up the magical properties of what it is that you're sensing, because it can tell you a lot about different moon phases or what to use, whatever it is that you're smelling for, when to use it. You definitely embody the tree of life too. There's a seed that you planted, but you didn't realize the level of inheritance that you're receiving from it, or the level of abundance that you were going to get from it. For some of you, this is what you're also calling in. There's someone who's highly intuitive, generous, loving, mysterious. But that mystery where others is more so where others don't know them, but you know everything about this person. You kind of vibrate over that same energy though. Amongst you two, you are the Holy Trinity, masculine, feminine, and spirit. And then you got the King of Swords, someone with a strategy here. So this is coming up under the Death card that was actually sideways, which is showing me more so a strategy that's a challenge for you. Why is this? Why is this strategy a challenge for the collective? Why is the strategy a challenge? Let me see. Because you may have to allow divine intervention to step in. And you're used to doing things in the physical by yourself on your own. Y'all listen to a lot of readings, y'all do this and y'all do that. But when it comes to the divine stepping in, you ain't know what you're listening to. That ain't all of y'all though. That ain't all of y'all though. Shay. What's the challenge? Something of the past. What is in the past here? It's a Scorpio energy. Something of the past is keeping you at a standstill. This could specifically be a Libra Scorpio cusp, or someone with Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Libra, or Sun in Libra, Moon in Scorpio. 62, 62, 62 could also connect to a Gemini. 2-6 could also be an Aquarius. This is someone you moved on from, and they were just they was just a particular season in your life, but you could still be, planning your life around that subconsciously. Justice is here at the bottom of the deck. That feels like a tower. My head just tingled when I said that. That feels like a tower. to let something go from the past that you've been sitting on for a very long time. 140.05. That's a tower. And the tower ain't come out because right now you're being given the opportunity to make this call, answer the call, whatever the each and every one of you that are watching this, whenever you tap into this video, you see this right here? It's something you've been sitting on for a very long time. And it just keeps calling you, 140, 44, and it's how it keeps calling you, calling you, calling you. And you keep putting it on. Some of you are being gaslighted because that shit just fell right on top of my lighter, literally. Five of Swords. This was at the center of your spread yesterday. Be mindful what you consider winning. Make sure it's not at the expense of others, because that's the deception. This could be self-deception or deception of those around you. Now, there could be those, this is another message, those who feel like their success is better than yours and gossiping about your life to others. You see this Judgment card coming up before that? That's like somebody taking it too far, and enough is enough. There ain't no turning back from this point. You have plenty of opportunities to turn your ass around and not even have that conversation. But you chose to do it because you didn't have control over your ego. So, okay, we're going to make judgment on this energy right here. Some of you, within the last 5 days or the next 5 days, you know exactly who this is because they sent you a message not too long ago. You may not have even realized that that's the reason why there was probably a block to your transformation, but think about the journey you choose to go on. And I tend to connect to a lot of people who are like the only one in their bloodline at this current time doing what they do. So you're looked upon as somebody that's not doing the right thing. That's why I don't live a life by right or wrong or good or bad. Like that shit ain't for me. It's cause and effect. Cause and effect. Feel me? So then you got the Nine of Cups, Jupiter and Pisces. What you doing? What you doing here? That's the cleanup. That's the cleanup. It's the cleanup for your happiness. I'm telling you. That's a Sun card. Again, that's your first card too. Yeah. Set your boundaries. What's this here? Set your boundaries. 7, 8, 9. Set your boundaries when it comes to something that you constantly go back to. You can have a moon in Sag. A moon inside you are a different type of seeker, truth seeker. Intuitively, there's not much that you got to search on. Like it naturally comes to you. It's just 144.04. It naturally comes to you. It's just, it's a different type of what they would call a silver platter. For some of you, this could be somebody coming back around. King of Cups, King of Swords, water sign, air sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Three of Cups, reconciliation. There goes Mercury in Cancer, though. It's coming up under the Sun card, World card. We just talked about Celia Cruz. Her birthday is 10/21. The Sun card is 19, which would be a 10. Then we got the World card 21, 3. Cuba. What about that? If you've been thinking about traveling to Cuba, this may be your sign. You better think your ass is kind of like long overdue, even. That's all there. 6 of Cups is right here, too. What's under that? Ace of Wands. So there's a reunion that's going to happen with your past life from your highest vibration here. You bust yourself out the net. Effortlessly, too. You remember. You used to have headaches about this shit, but now you remember. Because look at her face. That looks like someone who can smoothly manifest whatever. Especially when you are in this mode of like being pissed off, is when it actually moves you forward. Oh man. Spirit. Oh, the Moon card came out here with the 2 of Pentacles. That's what's been revealed to you. The reason why you had to go through this level of endurance and before you manifested what you're about to manifest. Or you manifested what you have. There could be so much more that's coming to you here. But it comes down to you recognizing your ability before the next level comes in. And there goes the Gemini here. Some of you, this could be a Gemini who was more so about a strategy and realized that they had to be someone that's more intuitive, more emotionally intelligent to connect with you, or feminine as well. King of Pentacles. Look, you got all the kings out here. Just about. Almost. Almost doesn't count though. Five of Wands is exactly what I just said about this King of Swords. You see that crow? It's actually a raven, if anything, in this deck. That's a raven. Let me see. Let me look at it. That's a raven. It has a bigger. Let me see. Five of Wands, 7 of Cups. A lot of options because you don't know yourself. This is somebody that don't see your worth. And they have a lot of options. They wouldn't have a lot of options if they saw who you were. They've been realizing this throughout the past year. This is 365. That's what's coming through here. Water, air, mainly air. Someone not in alignment to their purpose. And that's what's causing all the drama. Or this is what you have to attract for you to get past this challenge here of a rebirth. I feel like this is more of following traditions that doesn't serve your cosmic body. Some of you got core values of the underworld here. 7 of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. And you were told to be more light, but your purpose is bigger than that. The I am. Eight of Swords is still in reverse here. Page of Cups and 6 of Cups. There could be somebody from your past coming back in for you to realize who you truly are. For some of you, this is going to be a reconciliation. For others of you, no. You know where you've been with that. Use your discernment when it comes to people of the past. And that's a beautiful moment, though, especially with Mercury and all of the other outer planets retrograde, where it's giving you the opportunity to catch up to a lot of the downloads that you've been receiving, certain thought processes that you want to remove from your brain, so that way you're not manifesting that into your consciousness, which then now becomes a part of your motherboard or your subconscious mind, and everything is being created from that, like your cauldron. Basically everything you put into the cauldron is basically from the consciousness to the subconscious. So the ingredients of the conscious mind, once you put into the cauldron, it becomes subconscious mind. The alchemy that you create, or the potion, or whatever it is that you create from that, is your creation, what you see in your physical world. I just heard someone finally gets out of the doghouse here that they put themselves in. What's at the bottom? The Ace of Swords, the Six of Swords, but the devil is lurking. This motherfucker here, but lurking. Because it's not 11 too. Because you about to not say that. But I feel like y'all knew what I was about to say. It's like a tower moment, basically. That's the tower moment. That shit ain't no joke, though. It's not. That was 2001? 2001? Bro, that's almost 20 years? Seriously? That was 20 years ago. The Judgment card. Okay, that was 20 years ago. Some of you have children that are born in 2002. You will have to chill with those babies. Well, they're not babies now, obviously, but if you're, especially not now, they could be 19, 20, around that type of age. Or you could meet someone who has a certain type of temperament. Just be mindful of certain situations that happened the year that they're born. Because as they're being carried in the womb, they're picking up, they're sensing all of that already. Some of them chose to be here at that particular time, but you are here given, they are given to you as a gift to help them develop, bring whatever that is out to change the world. But yeah, that just hit me on a whole different level now. It's like, the humanitarian kicked in. It's usually there, but the way that one kicked in like the mother of consciousness. That was the Galactic Council in 2002. Yeah. And that's the thing too. That age, that year, ooh, I would say from 95 to 2003, 4. Those are innate godly beings on a different level. Misunderstood. 1:55:33 on the time. Yeah. If I'm ever gonna say sorry about something, I'm sorry that you had to be a part of this lifetime with the energy surrounding you and not remembering. But for those of you who remember, get it together. You know what you remember. You know why. And I say remember, you know why you here. Matter of fact, the last live I did could, resonate with you too. You know why you came here. Stop looking for people to understand you. They're not going to. For all they know, people don't know if somebody actually went to the moon because they did not. They wouldn't be back here telling that story. Mm-mm. But yes, my loves, that is your message for the moment. I am going to recharge, and if I must come back on because I see where this is going, I will be back. Love you.